Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Phantasy Star 4. In our last episode, we made it to Rycross, and we completed both trials that were set before us by Leyroof. And now it's time to return to him with proof of our success and see what exactly is going on here. Alright, this better be good, man. Once again, we get the awesome mystical music for story time. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of story time today, guys. I'll be quiet for most of this one. It's pretty important. And the music is just so outstanding. Is this a sly allusion to heaven and hell? The god and the devil? Yeah, pretty much. Again, that's probably due to censorship. You know, religious aspects of games were pretty controversial, but, you know, lightness and darkness, I guess that works too. So, anyways, continuing on. How cool is that? The entire solar system is a seal. Hell yeah. Ah, okay. That explains why Dark Force... Yeah, thanks, Rune. Fuck, man. Stop doing that. Yeah, that's why Dark Force isn't every Phantasy Star game, because, like I mentioned before, every game is a millennia apart, and every millennia, Dark Force is able to escape. And that's the reoccurring theme in this series, is that, you know, shit happens every 1,000 years. And in every game, people would rise up and defeat Dark Force, so that makes sense. Ah, so that's why that's so important. Well, that's no problem, because if he comes out, surely the Great Light will just come back and smite him, right? Maybe is maybe. Sophia Loren reference, guys. Bonus points if you can tell me what movie. Typical French guy, telling other people what to do and not fighting the battle himself. Absolutely. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I don't hate the French. Although it is oddly coincidental. So the time has come. Fight my battle for me. What's going on, Chaz? You startled poor Rika. I ought to kick your ass, man. I'm not gonna fight for no double negative, mission. You know, I've been giving Chaz a hard time throughout this whole game, but I have to side with him on this one. Exactly, Chaz. I'm right there with you, man. This just seems like completely out of left field. I'm guessing it's due to space limitation on the cartridge. I mean, it's still a great scene, and I like how they, finally explain everything. It's just something I wish they had more time or more space to, flesh out more, or maybe introduce it a little earlier in the game, or maybe stretch this out a little further. It has a lot of potential here, but, like Chaz says, all of this is just coming out of nowhere. And what, we're just supposed to fight for some invisible being? Yeah, I know I just described every war in human history, but whatever. Come on, guys. Again, I'm not going to go into religion or politics, so if you want to hear me talk about that stuff, you'll have to wait quite a while. So I won't do that in my videos, so sorry. And no, Chaz is not running away from responsibilities. He's just pissed off, That is a bunch of bullshit. I mean, if I had someone just tell me all that after everything I've accomplished, I'd probably have a similar reaction, Screw that noise, man. Oh, and you're still reeling over Alice's death. Come on, man. She died like 7 hours ago. You should be over that by now. That's not all she tried to lift. Ho-ho! And again, I have to give the writers props for giving these characters, really human-like personalities and reactions and emotions. It's great. Yeah, this is Chaz growing and developing as a character and a human being, or Motavian, or Parmanian, whatever the hell he is. Characters need more growth in games. Yeah, that is some pretty heavy shit to, just have thrown at you, man. Right there with you. Zio makes a return. Sort of. Almost forgot about that guy. But yeah, he does bring up an interesting point. Zio was fighting for Dark Force, or the Profound Darkness, and here we are fighting for the Great Light. So really, there is no difference. Esper Mansion. Well, we could go there, or we could go do more side quests at Zealand. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. Yeah, let's go to Dezolis. And again, this is another one of my favorite parts in the game. Oh man. Just one thing after another. And I'll take a minute off screen to sell everything. Clean up my inventory. But let's heal up, just in case. And I actually... Well, no, it doesn't matter. Let's just head on over to Esper Mansion, see what Rune's talking about. Oh, right, the Rykros ring. You might have noticed that everyone in the party gets to wear a ring representing one of the planets in the solar system. And Chaz gets the actual solar system ring, being the chosen guardian of light, hero, whatever. But no one can wear the Rykros ring. And no one can. It's just there. The Great Light might have mentioned that you need the rings to survive in the Profound Darkness's dimension. And that's pretty much the purpose of the Rykros ring. It's just a storyline item so that your fifth person, spoiler alert, we get a fifth party member, will essentially have access to that dimension, even though they can't actually equip it. So again, I don't know why it's there, to be honest, but that's the only purpose it serves, just to take up space. Uh-oh, Chaz, you might wanna keep your back to a wall. Say no more. And we're in autopilot here. Ah, secret passage. The Sacred Sword Elcidian. Yeah, you might have remembered someone mentioned that it's a legendary sword supposedly hidden on Dezolis, and it's in the Chamber of Lutz. And yes, it is pronounced Elcidian. I looked it up, guys. I used to pronounce it Elysian because I was a snot-nosed little kid, and you know, screw reading. We didn't have time for that. It's just like with the manuals in video games. We never read those as a kid. We just came home, put the game in, and went with it. Made us less of a man if we had to read the manual. What do you mean, meet Elcidian? Is it sentient? Is it a Swordian, like in Tales of Destiny? Let's find out. Now here's a little discrepancy with the game. If you talk to Rika, she says pull yourself together, and she encourages you. And Ren just is Ren. But if you talk to Rune, he heals you. What? Rune can't heal. If you ask me, I think Rika should heal you, and Rune should be the one kind of, you know, giving you a push on the back there, saying, go on, get going. But anyways, the Sacred Sword Cave. The very cool thing about this cave is that the enemy here, and I say enemy because there's only one enemy. I'll try to get into a battle with one real quick. Come on, game. Okay. This enemy here, Phantom, is not in the Japanese version. Very easy, one-hit KO, 1,000 experience, no money, nothing special. In the Japanese version of the game, the enemies here are actually a sprite of a naked woman, full frontal. Obviously, there's no nipples or nudity or anything like that, but you can tell that. I want to go over this before I go up to that statue. You can obviously tell it's a very voluptuous female spirit, and they, just like these guys, they don't do any damage to you. Very easy to kill, one-hit KOs. But you know, for censorship issues, they had to remove that from the North American and European versions of the game, and they replaced it with that generic ghost guy. If you want to see what I'm talking about, just Google it, and just Google like I don't know, removed enemies from Phantasy Star 4 or something like that. Or you can go to the Phantasy Star Cave and see it there. Now, the cool thing about that is well, it's a hot naked chick, which I don't know why they would remove that and keep something else in the game, which I won't spoil for you guys. But if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. But in the final dungeon, there is a palette swap of this female spirit, and they have a special attack unique to them that they only use. No other enemy in the game uses that attack, and it has this very special, unique animation to it, which looks pretty cool. And unfortunately, unless you're playing the Japanese version, you never get to see that. So again, you can Google it or go to Phantasy Star Cave and see it for yourself. I wish they would have kept it in there. And if they do a remake, or if you do a remake on RPG Maker or whatever, you know, leave that in there. It's pretty cool. But all that said and done, let's see what this sacred Ultima weapon Elcidian sword is made of. If I can game. Oh god. Come on, Kai. Get up. Oh. Are you fucking kidding me? Air slash, whatever. You could level grind here if you wanted to. Just Chaz. Eventually you will run out of TP and stuff, but you can just go back to Rika and heal. Or Rune, sorry. Okay. Hey, that looks familiar. What? I guess that would have been a better He-Man reference. Oh well. Hey, look, it's Alice and Dark Force from Phantasy Star 1. Nice touch game. And here we have Meow, Odin, and Lutz. Oh, that went kind of fast. There's the cast of Phantasy Star 2, I believe. I don't remember all of their names. Sorry. There's Nay, and the main character from that game. I mentioned Nay when we got Rika. She's the first prototype of the Newmans, or biological cat people. There she is again. And there's the other Alice. It's a cool looking sword. I approve. Not as cool as the Ultima weapon in Final Fantasy VI, but hey, this is a close second. I'll take it. And this is a cool little scene. I like this. Look, so all of the previous warriors' thoughts are stored in that sword. It's a cool concept. I like it. You know, it really is the only weapon to defeat the darkness. And we get to see a nice little homage to the previous games. Very nice touch game. And the music, again, is just so beautiful, and it's an amazing track. I actually had this on my phone for quite a while. And the Elcidian is the most powerful, most obscene, broken weapon in the game, hands down. Finally, Chaz understands what it means to be a hero. And you know what that means, guys? Yeah, Chaz will finally get to go to the front of the party. Not because he earned it, but uh-oh, danger music! But because it is the final dungeon, and yeah, I may as well give him some showtime as a hero. But let's see this Elcidian. Yeah. It automatically replaces whatever weapon you have, in this case the guard sword, so if you're worried about money, you can give him something weaker and then sell the guard sword. But just for reference, yeah, it's a lot stronger than the Laconian sword, which is the supposedly best bot weapon in the game. Oh yeah, look at that, 24 attack power. It is also Holy Elemental, and it also casts instant death against demons. The same as Holy Word spell from Raja, and oh man, it is ridiculously good. So, let's see, it's basically the Silver Tusk for Chaz, but better. So now we'll go Chaz, and at this point everyone's defense kind of evens out, so it really doesn't matter what order you put people in. So we'll go Chaz, Rika, because I like Rika, Rune, Ren, and that's that. But I'm going to call this a video, guys. And next time we will return to Motavia and see just exactly what happened, see what Demi's going on about, and we'll go from there. Probably have about 2 episodes left in this LP, guys. So, yeah, it's been a fun journey, but it's coming to an end. It's time for us to save the universe. Until then, though, you guys have a good day, and I will see you next time.